this webinar on super smoothies. And this is a very important part of health and nutrition because you want to be able to eat healthy. And if you're like me, certain days are really busy. And rather than grabbing a snack or going for fast food, it's much better if you have a smoothie where you can depend on that for a lot of your nutrition for the day. So I developed smoothies last year when I was losing weight, and I lost 30 pounds in 100 days. And I wrote a book about it called The 100-Day Diet. And today I want to share some of the smoothie secrets, why I use smoothies, and what you can include in your smoothies to be healthy. So what is a super smoothie? Well, it's a smoothie that has some added health benefits to it. And so you want to make sure that the smoothie is easy to make. It tastes good. That doesn't mean it has to have a lot of sugar in it, but you just want to make sure it tastes good because you want to look forward to eating that each day. And actually, I'm going to tweak my recipe a little bit today to include some chocolate and some peanut butter in it, some natural peanut butter, to use that for a base. You want it to be nutritious, so you want the vitamins and minerals in there. And we're going to talk about that today. And you want the smoothie to help you to keep a balanced diet. And if you're using a nutrition tracker, like I use Carb Manager, you'll see when you enter the ingredients of the smoothie and group that into a meal, how important that is for your health on a daily basis. Now, I use a smoothie at 11 a.m. each morning because I fast from 7 p.m. to 11 a.m. and that's called intermittent fasting. I practice the 16-8 method, which means 16 hours of fasting, 8 hours of eating. And then at 11, I can break my fast, and there's no better way to break your fast than having a super smoothie. So it's a really good way to break your fast and to get the nutrition you need to start your day. So what do I put in my smoothie? Well, I like putting berries in my smoothie, and I like to keep my smoothies lower carb. So berries are good because they have a lot of fiber and lower amounts of sugar compared to other types of fruit. So berries like I would say raspberry, blackberry, those are really good berries. They're actually shown on this image. If you're on our webinar right now, you're going to see this on the image or on the recording. On social media, you might not see my images here, so you'll just have to kind of follow what I'm saying. But blackberries, raspberries, really good. Strawberries, good too. Blueberries, I find it's hard to put blueberries in my smoothie because with the outer the skin, it doesn't blend very well for me. Your blender might be different than mine, but I don't like to put blueberries in mine. I use blackberries or raspberries primarily, and usually frozen ones. They just keep in the freezer. You can use a small handful in the smoothie, or you can measure how much you want to put in there. And then I add vitamins to my smoothies. And the vitamins that I really think I need, the ones, they're seasonal sometimes, like vitamin D. And I'm just going to show you guys, I have my smoothie bin here. And so here's one of the products that I like to put into my smoothie. And it's got vitamin K, vitamin D, K2, D3, and A in it. And I really like this because it's got the combination, and I can use, 5 drops of this in my smoothie, and it gives me these 3 key vitamins. So you can get a dropper like that, and you can drop some liquid vitamins into your smoothie. If you use pills and they're solid, they're not going to work. But if they're capsules, they have powder inside, you can break apart the capsule and put it in the smoothie. Sometimes that makes the smoothie a little bit acidic. So that's the only thing you have to watch for, is sometimes the taste can change based on that. You want to have healthy fats in your smoothie. I use fish oil, like omega-3 fatty acids. You can use other types of fats or oils like this one, which is MCT oil. And MCT oil is really good for a smoothie as well. It's a medium chain triglyceride oil, and this one is organic. So it's really good to get something like that. Make sure you check the ingredients the first time you're buying it. Make sure you get the best ingredients possible. Then once you screen out the products, you can keep reordering that. I order some of my products on something like Amazon, some of them directly from the manufacturer, and then some I just pick up at the store that I can trust. Fiber is important too. And for fiber, you might want to use something like these chia seeds. Chia seeds are excellent sources of fiber because they do swell up. They're kind of like these little pellets. And then when you eat them, they swell up as they absorb water. And I like to put mine in kind of towards the end of making the smoothie, right on the top, because if you put them in too early, you blend up your smoothie, they'll sink to the bottom and kind of they're too heavy then. They kind of sit at the bottom and they may not get into the smoothie. So I like to put mine right on the top and just a little bit because they'll expand as they're being digested. So that's what I like to do. There's other things that I have here for fiber that I'll go over in a minute. So you want to try to stick to liquids. You can use some sweeteners. And if you're going to do that, I might have my sweetener in here. Yeah, I do. I've been using these stir sweeteners, and I really like these to flavor my smoothies. And they have 0 calories in them. And I think it's xylitol that is in here that sweetens it, but stevia. So you want to have a natural sweetener in there, not an artificial one. Try to stick to xylitol. There's Swerve. There's different, like maltitol, different types of alcohol-based sweeteners. So check with your healthcare provider, check with your local supplement store to find out what the best sweetener is. But this one has citric acid in it. It has stevia as the sweetener. And so I really like these stir products. They're a little bit on the pricey side, but they come 5 to a box, and then I order those from Amazon. Add a squirt of that into your smoothie to give it some flavor. I don't use greens right now, but greens are a good idea, again, to get the nutrition. Here in this smoothie, they've obviously used some greens. Could be spinach in there, could be a supplement, but adding some greens into your smoothie, important for nutrition and vitamins. It is something I'm going to look into because I think it would be a good addition to my smoothie. Probiotics are good. And I like to get the ones that don't have to be refrigerated. So there are probiotics that are available, and like this one, Living Alchemy. And you don't have to refrigerate that. You can stay just in the bin with the other product. And then I like to take out a capsule of the probiotics, and then just break up that capsule into the smoothie. So that's the way I do it. And probiotics are important for normal gut health. So very, very important to give your body the good bacteria in the intestine versus the bad bacteria. So probiotics important. Here's a recipe that I'm going to try. It has natural peanut butter, so make sure you don't get hydrogenated oils in your peanut butter. So a natural peanut butter, cocoa powder. Sometimes I find with cocoa powder, I put it in a Ziploc bag like this, but it's pretty dusty. So just be careful with that. It tends to get all over your hands and stuff. So maybe get one that you can scoop out of the container or you can handle very easily. So some cocoa powder, heavy cream, like whipping cream, almond milk, or I like macadamia milk. The sweetener could be the one I just showed you, the stir, and then some sea salt. And this is the smoothie base that I'm going to move into. And what I'm going to do is continue to retain some of the superfoods. So spirulina, or blue-green algae, is something I like to put in my smoothie because it's a superfood. And this one's organic. It's very good. You don't need much in the smoothie, and it does turn the smoothie quite green. So I like that this is the stir. Sorry, I misspelled it there. To flavor the smoothie. Vitamin C, B complex, D, and K. I showed you the one supplement I had. I put some vitamin C powder into my smoothie and a B complex. I have a capsule that I break apart that has multiple B vitamins in it. I use hemp protein. So currently I'm using this product, raw hemp protein. It's organic. You can get it at most stores. It's by North Coast Naturals. So hopefully you have that in your area. Excellent product. It's got some good fiber in it too. And you can see inside, I have the scoop in there. And then I just scoop out the hemp protein into the smoothie, and it blends easily. It actually tastes quite good. And it has a lot of fiber in it compared to some other protein supplements. The MCT oil, I showed you that. You can also put a little bit of olive oil in the smoothie. That's okay. It's an omega-3 fatty acid. Monounsaturated fat, and you can also add fish oil into your supplement as well, into your smoothie. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's webinar on super smoothies. It's important for you to have the right amount of nutrition to be healthy. And in this 100 days, we're working on health, wealth, and happiness. So those three things. We want to be healthier, wealthier, and happier on day 100 versus day 1. And today we're on day 14 of our journey. And join me this Friday for happy hour. I'm going to be talking about how our week went, what we're looking forward to the week ahead, some of the things we learned, like the smoothie webinar today and some of the research I did on that. So please join me this Friday for that happy hour with Coach Cary. It'll be around 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. And if you need some one-on-one help, go to our website. It's wealthhealthhappy.com. And then you can see all the services we have. I do all the coaching right now. I started the company. So if you sign up for coaching, I'm going to join you on the coaching call. I'll use Google Meet, which is what I prefer, or Zoom, or just call you on the phone. And I had a phone consult last week with a doctor starting his practice. So I helped him with some tips. And originally I started True North to help health professionals with their practices, and it kind of grew from there and expanded. So we help all people from all different walks of life. And so it all starts with a coaching session, either 15 minutes, 30 or 45-minute session to get started. And then we'll see what you need and kind of go from there. You can join us for webinars, which are free, like this one, or master classes, which are follow-ups to the free webinars. They're usually paid, and they get a little more in depth into the information, and then some action steps you can take. We have these webinars recorded on our website. So if you go to this shop or the store function, you're going to see the webinars. And I'll show you that in a second. Actually, I have our website up on the screen right behind this slide. And then we have a master pass now that you can get, that it allows you to come to all the master classes. And there's a coaching option on one of the master passes. And then there's the workbook you can get in our store and follow along for the 100 days so you can make some changes. So I'm just going to, let's see, I'm going to close my screen and I'm going to flip over to our website so you can see what I'm talking about. So let me just put that up on the screen. You won't see this on social media, but you're going to see this on our webinar. All right, here's my screen. This is the home page. And then if you go to the 3 dashes up here, you're going to see the different options. So for services, you'll see the different services we have to offer for different groups like health professionals, runners, marathoners, people who want to lose weight. We have events coming up. This will include our free webinars and paid master classes. So you're going to see these listed, usually 3 or 4 in advance for the next week or 2. Then what you'll see is the coaching tab right here. And if you click on that, you'll be able to book a 15, 30, or 45-minute coaching session with me. I'd be happy to help you. And then the next thing that I'm going to show you is the Master Pass, which are the two options. You've got the weekly Master Pass, which includes the master classes, and you've got the Master Pass with coaching right here for $199 a week, which includes the one-on-one follow-up. And then the last thing I wanted to show you is our blog. Well, actually, I want to show you one more thing after this, but our blog, these are all the blog posts about our upcoming events. Sometimes the recordings, I post them on the blog, so you can watch them directly from our website, put a YouTube link or an audio for our podcast. And then finally, the shop function right here, if you go to that, what you're going to see is you're going to see the different resources we have, like the workbooks, the books I've written, and then you're going to see also the videos down here that we've recorded. Most are free, but some of them, like this last one we did on gold versus cryptocurrency, you can rent that one because that's a masterclass. So thanks for joining me today, you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope your journey is going really well, and I'll talk to you soon.